12 days ago, we started a journey on our narrowboat. Setting off from Braunston on the Grand Union Canal, so far we've covered 29 miles and 21 locks. It's not a huge distance, but so far we've been doing it fairly casually and in fits and starts. Some days we cruised all day and then we moored up in one place for a whole week. After another day of cruising, we just moored up in Wolverton and sat down to plan our next move.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You're proposing that we're going to get to London from Wolverton.
4 days, 2 hours.
4 days, 2 hours.
A mere 38 hours, 41 minutes total.
And we're going to do this.
We're going to do this. So we're plotting and planning what we're going to do. Because when we started doing this trip...
It was a relaxed trip.
We were discussing doing it in potentially a month to just meander our way down to London and stop at some places, maybe stop at some places longer. Just a slow and steady trip.
But now, I'd like to be in London by the 17th for an American band I really like.
It's the 12th, by the way, today.
We're in Wolverton.
And I wanted to get there for the 16th because my friends are meeting up. I wanted to see everyone. But that part I could get a train. So if we're near enough, that's less critical because it's...
And I think your friends will come to the boat. I think
my friends would come to the boat. But they probably wouldn't get a train to Hemel Hempstead on a Monday to do it.
I think you'd be surprised how much people want to see the boat. I think you'd be really surprised.
Well, the point is that can, I can see them in London whenever. Yeah. But we do have a thing that we want to do, a gig on the 17th. So now what we're thinking is, instead of, meandering for a month, what we do is just absolutely gun it for 4 days. And ultimately, the same outcome.
I mean, true, because
a slightly less slower pace of life.
My mum has been saying, my parents always just got up in the morning, crack of dawn, and they would go through till it's dark.
That's true.
I have become my father.
We are essentially doing a very traditional coal run, but just...
They would literally get up at the crack of dawn. They would go straight through.
Exactly. We're only talking at getting up 8. So on paper, we've done a canal plan, which, if you don't know, is a Google Maps kind of directions website, which is amazing. As far as I can tell, this is just maintained by one guy. It's amazing. So this is 71 miles and 69 locks, which seems like a lot because today we did 8, and I would say that felt like too many. That felt like so many locks. I was like, oh God, I haven't had to do any locks for a while. 69 locks, 2 movable bridges, and 9 small aqueducts. And for calculation purposes, they've worked it out as 4 days, 2 hours.
Let's go. Cut to when we're there.
Cut travel montage. So basically, this is what we're going to do. We're going to book moorings in London, which also, that adds another kind of element of having to be there on a certain day, because we're going to book...
And we're going to book tickets for the gig.
Exactly. And because it's so hard in London to get moorings, and if you're 70 feet, it's harder still. But we're going to book moorings in probably Little Venice, maybe King's Cross. And then we'll know where we're staying. So the moorings will be kind of secured, but then obviously we want to not waste them. So we want to get there then. God, it's actually nuts to think that in 5 days' time, we'll be sitting here, still here, on this sofa.
On our tiny floating narrowboat home.
On our tiny floating narrowboat home. And we'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe we're in London. Isn't that fun? In less than a week.
Fun. I love it.
We'll say... oh my God, we're in Little Venice.
Yeah.
I can't quite believe it, actually. It seems ridiculous. This cat is going to be eating her chicken.
She won't.
She barely noticed today. We did a whole bunch of locks. She didn't care. So weird. Okay. Well, there you go then. Early night. Up at the crack of dawn. Off we go. got body? No.
Medium
actually,
body.
Not really, yeah.
As they say, aim for the stars, and if you miss, you'll end up in Hemel Hempstead.
I knew you were going to say Hemel. I was like, what's he going to say?
Great
Is it going to
minds.
be like Leighton Buzzard? Will it be Rickmansworth? And like, no, I knew it was going to be Hemel. Well, look, so on this map, where we started in Rugby, if you think of that's like one of the further places we've been to where we are.
Look how far we've come.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's so far. So Milton Keynes to London is like only a little bit longer than that.
And I'm sure at 4 miles an hour a day, that will be achieved.
4 miles an hour a day.
No.
I think longer than that. Exactly. I mean, this is a silly challenge. But that feels appropriate. We like a silly challenge. It's almost like it's funny because also... Hold on.
It's their boat-iversary.
It's our boat-iversary.
Oh
the 19th.
My God, we'll be back in Kentish Town.
Oh, okay.
For our
So yeah, we'll definitely
boat-iversary.
do Little Venice till the 19th and then King's Cross. Our boat-iversary, for anyone that doesn't know, is the people that live inside the camera. Hello. Our boat-iversary is when we officially took control of the boat last year.
Picked up the boat.
Yeah, so we put all the like dates into our
when Matilda moved onto the boat.
Yeah, when we actually like, so we bought it and whatever.
When we bundled her into the car.
Exactly. That was the day we actually got onto the boat and started driving it off. So that was going to be a year ago. God. On the 19th. So in exactly a week. That's actually, we didn't plan this special.
No,
but now this is our boat-iversary trip.
We didn't even think about this. We didn't even think about this.
So that makes it even more special. So yeah, what I was saying was, what's funny is like when we first got the boat, we actually gave ourselves like 2 weeks to do like actually quite a short journey and made such a drama about it because we were like, will we do it? And the first like 4 days cruising we did on Tico.
Yeah.
We didn't even...
Well, and we spent a lot of time getting to know the boat.
I know, but we literally didn't even put the gear down any further for several of the days.
Just like you did today.
Always drive responsibly. So yeah, I think it's just like funny because now we're actually trying to do like a big push. Whereas like a year ago we were getting...
I mean, look how far you've come, especially. You've come from this time last year.
It's true.
You never even steered the boat. Well, only for one fraction of a
moment.
moment.
No, it had, only in the... before it was our boat. That doesn't count. That doesn't count because I just stood there like this going, what?
He made it easy.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But now, no problem.
Look at us go. Oh my God. I am really excited.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm excited. It's going to be awesome. To me, it does feel like an overcommitment because I always like to plan in some kind of redundancy for everything that I do, apart from boating, apparently. So
it's going with the flow.
I have to go with the flow. Okay. I've told you that. Wait a second, it's turned around. I said all the time,
somehow going with the flow is actually making quite a serious plan and sticking to it. That's now going with the flow. It can be adjusted to what you need it to be. That's the reality. Okay.
We're going to do this.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Early night. Up early. You know, if it's still dark.
Tesco, 6 a.m.
Yeah. And then we move. Yeah.
All
Tesco's,
the provisions we need.
Snacks.
Make sure we've got
provisions.
Right now,
coffee.
we've got toilet is empty.
Yes.
Got all the fuel absolutely topped up. Obviously, power and stuff is no problem. Yeah. So we've got everything we need on board, just food tomorrow, 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Be it Tesco's or be Square.
You're setting yourself up for having to actually do that now, because now we're going to have to do it's 6 a.m. we're at Tesco's. It's 6 a.m.
Guess I better drink this wine.
You're going to be asleep, and I'll be like, wake up at 6 a.m. You'll be like, oh, sure.
We'll see.
We can do this. It's 6 a.m.
And it's very, very, very windy.